Okay,
Really?
let's jump into some maps. That's the
order of the
now.
day.
I want to see because Ted hates. Oh, okay. I was say yeah. Ted is his bane is any water map. So islands pick from Capybara it is.
A little targeted. A little bit.
Oh, poor Ted.
So wait, is Capybara 1782?
He was at the time of.
I'd say he's definitely
he's a bit
closer to
higher
2K
now,
now, right? He's like
a bit higher
18,
now.
1900.
That's right.
But Ted still should be the favourite.
Yeah.
As far as I'm aware. Gold Rush pick from Ted. Nice. And then we've got Dry River, Beach Fight, Cape Storms, and Chaos Pit Ban. What
Is
do
it
you
going to
think
be
is gonna come
Hideout?
up? Yeah, it will be Hideout. Of course it will be.
I like
want it to
Golden
be.
Swamp as a ban. I don't like, fucking...
I quite like Golden Swamp as a map.
I hate it.
It's great to watch, hard to play. That's my
Demos.
experience with it.
I never get the demos. I get locked off from the middle, don't have access to any fucking gold, and lose immediately.
Isn't that the same as Gold Rush, though?
Yeah, I fucking hate Gold Rush too. They're my perma bans. Okay.
Okay, so thinking about this. Okay, Cappy doesn't want. I'm gonna go Cappy. You can call him Squeak if you want, but I'm gonna call him what he really is. Saracens and Aztecs bans from both players. The thing is, the meta at this level is different because obviously it's quite easy for us to sit and cast 1100 to 1400 games, Tom, because that's the level.
I understand that.
Yeah, whereas
That's
now
not-
this is a different thing. So I see these maps and go, why ban Aztecs? But then actually in reality, Aztecs at this level on Gold Rush are really, really strong. Vikings pick for Ted.
I think Vikings is a great
Islands,
pick.
yeah.
It's the classic
Yeah.
islands, but as well as that, Vikings is such a
They're good on hideout as well. Get free wheelbarrow.
boomy sieve, yeah.
Teutons for Capybara. What's that for? I guess Gold Rush or hideout.
hideout. You can do man at arms and towers with Teutons.
Sicilians for islands and.
You can play
I mean,
that
fair Sicilians can
anywhere.
be in any of them. Yeah, they're super strong actually. I want to see a really out there pick from Ted.
mean,
I
you
want to
have to-
see like
You have to do some kind of second water sieve, right?
Hmm.
Because otherwise, Vikings get taken out by the snipe, and you're left.
oh well,
with
Sicilians are fine on islands. Absolutely fine on islands.
Is Berbers not okay?
Berbers are okay. They get
Faster-
faster moving
faster-
fireships, yeah. And they're also meta on Gold Rush, so you know.
Well, because all I'm saying is that if I fucking hate islands maps, I'm not going to try and play somebody at their own damn game, right?
Yeah.
You know full well that you're going as aggro as possible on the opponent's base, and Berbers, they might be a civ that you can take over there to do that.
Malay and Portugal. Malay might be an interesting hideout pick from Ted.
Yeah?
If Ted makes elephants, man, I don't even want to be on the planet anymore. I don't want it. I don't want to watch it. Gajaras and Huns and Koreans from Capybara. I mean, Koreans are a fine island civ as well. They get the cheaper wood costing boats, right? I think that's right.
all military units are 20% off.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
There you go. Huns, I guess, for Gold Rush. And then Gajaras are super flexible.
And Teutons,
Okay.
Vikings being sniped. Vikings definitely what I was expecting. Well,
So
Portuguese.
yeah, Portuguese. So yeah, so I suspect we're going to see Malay from Ted on hideout. We're going to see Portuguese on islands, and then Berbers on Gold Rush. I think we'll see obviously Italians islands from Cappy, Huns on Gold Rush, and then Koreans on hideout. That's probably what I would expect.
Yeah, Koreans on hideout. Going for towers, let's go.
Well, towers or
Man at
castle
arms
war wagons.
towers.
I think Cappy will go for FC war wagons, but the question is, will that? I think Ted's plays really well because Malay can actually be a bit of a debate pick for islands. So like Cappy could potentially think, oh, he's picked Malay for islands, not for hideout, and
But
could be
it's such-
expecting like Sicilians or Berbers for hideout.
But it's such a hideout pick, though. Like, it's almost classic. Hideout, elephants with
Yeah.
melee. It's like
Yeah, but that's at our level, not at this level. Like I feel like that's just not meta at that level.
you watch. You watch
He
when
is
this is now.
he is going to
This,
pick
this
melee.
will
He's
be
going to do it.
this will be Malay versus Koreans, and the Malay are gonna clap. There you go.
It's Malay versus Koreans, I can tell you that much.
Oh,
So you're right with that.
Now
let's go.
the thing is, Ted has got a couple of hundred elo on Cappy.
I
I think if he does go for elephants, they're the same elo at that level. It shouldn't work. But I think because Ted is the better player, it's going to work, and it's going to be disgusting to watch.
But tournaments are not the same as your ranked, and like Cappy and Ted, they both play these, but I've seen Cappy in way more tournaments than I've seen Ted. Mainly because of the kind of tournaments that I've watched, but still,
Well,
I think Cappy knows what he's doing.
I guess we can jump in and find out if you're ready, Grandy.
Nearly.
Well, take that as a no.
Nearly. I didn't even speak to the chat in all of that. Didn't get any of their opinions. Huggy, he's thinking Aztec on islands are too strong. OP Navy, Berbers are better than Sicilians on island, and Portuguese for hideout.
Ultimately, the problem with that sentence you just said was, let's look at the chat, see who's got opinions. Huggy. I would have stopped looking at the chat there and then.
Well, you know, I like to give them some interaction. They make them feel like.
Oh yeah,
they're part of
anyone
the
else?
stream.
Anyone else in chat? Yeah.
I'm missing out on having some boo action, though. Like that's pretty sad. There we go.
We're good to go.
What is that?
This
Here we
is
go,
King Boo.
lads.
Have you not met King Boo before?
Oh god. Okay, we're off. So it is Malay versus Koreans, and Ted is gonna do it, isn't he? Oh god. Well,
It doesn't even feel all that risky as well because of how easy it is to get it rolling because of how cheap they are.
yeah. Big
And-
idle time for Ted on that Ville that was just standing there doing nothing, but they're off. Ted's immediately going for the push. He's going to put that sheep in the gate.
How do you stop it? How do you stop it as Koreans?
The castle. But obviously,
I mean,
you
but
can be there so fast.
the castle's not that great because elephants
And
are
also,
like siege.
I guess if you drop a castle on one side of your base, elephants just walk around to the other side.
Yeah, it's really, really tough. And you can deal with the low numbers if you go like an immediate monk defense, which can be really powerful, especially at these ratings. You can make it so maybe they don't get to castle age so smoothly.
You know what? I actually think your first suggestion of towers. This might be the situation where it might work.
Oh, nobody should listen to my first suggestions. They're normally bullshit.
But think about it, like as a humble 1300 player, the danger of Malay on this kind of map is if they get to castle age, you're gonna die. Like right, they're gonna get to castle age so much faster than you. If you go forward, be really aggressive, make man at arms, make towers. Ted has to go to stone.
But
He has to make towers of his own.
The elephants absolutely shred towers.
If
Like,
they get to castle age, if you go really quickly up feudal age, go for 3-4 men at arms, and that stone is so close. That stone can be denied with a tower on the wood on the wall.
that elephant lore was dirty. Like I would have fucked like that went bad for Ted, right? He wouldn't have necessarily been super happy with that because it was a bit scrappy. But it looks smooth as heck. I don't know how they do it. Like they do all of this clicking, right? They do all of this clicking and it doesn't go horribly wrong for them. If I try and do any of that, I accidentally delete my TC. Boom.
Boom.
Yeah. Boom. Whatever that is.
Sorry, I think that was my mic.
Is there anything?
Oh no!
Aw.
Oh, the ostrich is a dickhead.
He's having a hard time with these ostrich.
He really is having a hard time.
go,
I would
let's
have
go back in.
backed off that ostrich and gone and got something else. I would have been so tilted.
This is why I actually delete a hole in my palisade.
Just easier.
Yeah, like because worst case scenario, if it starts trolling you, but now if this ostrich decides to turn around and go back, if you had a Vil if you had obviously berry Vils, you just wall the hole back up and then send 4 Vils to take it.
Yeah, they're both going to do it, though.
Yeah.
At this rating, they've just got to, right? They've played so many fucking hours of the game.
Oh, this is not preferable for Cappy. Had a bit of idle time under that TC before the elephant came in. Probably going to be wanting those Vils on food the entire time if he's got any chance of keeping up with the Malay.
But you've got to take into account that the Malay have already put themselves 10 whole seconds behind in idle TC time, which is clearly the only important stat for anybody.
Look at the food. Oh my god, he's going up to food age. Wait, what?
No, misclicked again. Goddamn.
What?
Disco Cappy.
I hate to be the horrible person. Can we put Cappy on a different colour than green?
Oh, you actually want a different colour, okay.
Yeah, because yellow and green is quite hard to see. There you go.
Yeah.
Pink's nice. Look at that. That's lovely.
Each time we say pink, Mel says purple.
Pink.
But it looks so pink, right? That's for sure pink.
It's like lilac blossom.
Yeah.
It's one of those paint colours that you get from Wix or something like that.
It's fucking pink, mate. I don't give a shit.
Right, so Ted in Feudal Age now. He's going for eco upgrades?
Instant double bit. Still pushing in. Is he going to push in both patches of his deer? Almost. Missing his E-bar.
What is this mad thing?
I think this is an interesting strategy, and I'm going to theorise. If you go up really quickly and get eco upgrades as Malay, you can catch up. As obviously because you've got the eco upgrades, you'll start collecting resources faster. By the time you click Castle Age, you're probably going to arrive in Castle at a similar time to the person that didn't have the eco upgrades.
New meta.
Interesting theory.
Yeah.
Like he's going for horse collar already. He's got double bit already. He's got 11 farms already. Oh no, he doesn't have 11 farms already. Sorry, he has 11 on food still. Oh, sorry. He's got one. He's got one there. He's got 11 on food. It's looking tidy from Ted, and I think that's what he's doing. He's gone for eco upgrades, and he's going to basically try and rival the Castle Age time just with a far stronger economy.
And one on stone, looks like. One on stone, one on gold. Interesting. So the tower theory could still be a thing, but I mean your opponent's already in feudal when you've only just clicked. It's a tough one.
I don't think that can't be towers. Maybe defensive towers.
No, that's I think that's no. It's not even a castle build because you've only got the one on stone.
Go to send a villager or two to either side and stone wall. That's what it is. Stone wall. Go for a classic 800 play. He's mind gaming us so hard. Yeah, that's what it is. 2K Stonewall play.
Oh, God.
If this happens, everybody has to buy me a drink in the pib. Yeah, that would be so irritating. I don't think I'd necessarily hate that.
Did you see him move where his barracks was going to be? He was going to put it there, but decided to put it like there instead.
I guess he wants to walk. I think if he's wanting to think about like walling, like obviously he's probably not expecting anything coming forward at this moment in time. But if you put the barracks next to the gold, you're walling to the gold, and if let's say towers do come, you're kind of fucked. Whereas in front, you can wall in front of the gold at the minute.
It's such a weird generation for hideout as well. Like the way that the arm of it sort of swings round. So there's no actual.
It was like that. Path. It was like that for Mel and Ginger though. He had that weird like
branch shape, wasn't it?
Yeah, he got shafted. This one's just genuinely a little cove round Ted, and it does mean that attacks will be quite delayed.
It's an upside down dolphin. That's what it is.
Sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I can see that now that I've turned my head upside down.
Keeping with the LAN Lubbers theme,
I like
so
that.
Castle's coming in for Cappy now. Ted's not going to be far, but Ted's going to be in Castlage first. That
Quite
is
possibly. Yeah.
I think that is for sure. What he's going to do off the back of that, I'm
Yeah.
not sure whether he's going to add TC. He's been Castlage much faster.
Fast imp. Other
Other
than the fact that he's already got.
no, he's
got the stable.
he's going to make elephants.
Of course, he's making the fucking elephants. He's got to make the
do.
fucking elephants. It might do, maybe. Doesn't have the wood for a second stable yet, though.
He will do by the time he gets hits, though. He's already got double bit. He's had double bit the entire time. He's going to be fine.
Funky. It's a whole new build.
He doesn't.
Not
He
seen
does.
this.
I have seen this before, but done badly.
There's no upgrades coming out though.
No, that's what I'm
Transition.
thinking. Yeah, there's no.
What?
Doing Castle Age Scouts. Maybe
Does,
some relics or I don't know, Basal as well.
Maybe he just wants to have a scout on either side to
Yeah,
to see what's coming.
relic. Okay, but that's not high aggro. That's not the hype.
That's not. Maybe it's just a complete debate. Like Cappy's
Ah,
like, where are the
and
elephants? Where are the elephants? Where are they?
Because look at that. Cappy gone for the defensive castle because he's expecting full aggro, and so
Oh, we're
the
gonna
Malay
add
are
TCs?
just like, that's fine. We'll just boom away, and we'll kill you with eco.
But if yes, it is a 3-person casting booth, Gingerbeard. But if it goes late, what do Malay have that can kill Koreans?
But that's the thing. Did you not remember the old T90 mantra that was, how do you win as Malay? You delay, because you take it to the late game and they're good.
You get trash two-handers, remember, as melee.
Yeah, but they get eaten alive by war wagons.
But that's fine, they're trash.
Yeah, they are
Yeah, I
trash,
guess,
and
yeah.
you can just go skirm, I guess, with it.
And to be fair, I mean, even if he goes for elephants, they still eat the war wagons if they can get in. Do Malay get siege ram?
When they get siege ram,
They don't even get siege onager. They get bombard cannon, and that's about it.
Yeah.
But basically, how does Ted win this from such a
Oh my God.
behind position?
Oh.
I tell you how. It's full elite Karambit warrior.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Boom up, Karambits. Delete your entire economy. 400 Karambits.
Yeah, 2k
Let's
scouts
go.
right there. Yeah.
Haley,
If you need tips at the LAN event, Ted, you know where to find me. I think I'm in D4.
what does thalassocracy do? I don't even know.
Isn't
Upgrades
that the-
docks to harbours.
Yeah.
Ah, very useful tech there for the Malay.
Force levy.
What's the other unit? Force levy, yeah.
Yeah, that's the militia.
We've
line.
got war wagons coming now, but I'm kind of confused. What I mean, Ted's got nothing to stop this now.
Nope.
Well, he's got monks.
Oh yeah,
Going
it's going for mangonels, I guess. We'll probably do fine against the war wagons if there's nothing in front of them. Oh, we get a nice conversion off.
That was a quick one. Oh, and the
Full monk defense.
And he's just
Jenga's
going to be
scratching at the wood.
Let me in. And he's just going to be annoying with that war wagon now.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, going forward.
How many relics do we have for Ted? How many come in at the minute? Oh, so just the one. Okay. Actually, can I just say the relic positioning is actually bullshit.
You got 2 at the back for Cappy, and then you got
That one on the right in the center
One.
is
then somewhere
That's
here,
kind of-
somewhere
that's
here,
kind-
I think it was.
it's kind of Ted's, but then the one that's slightly further left of this, where that TC is going up now, approximately, it's by right a bit, down a bit, by the scout.
Oh yeah.
There's a relic there. So realistically, it's 3 back relics for
That's true.
Cappy.
One of which is gonna be. I mean, he's
Yeah,
just
wanna
had the
be-
scout
yeah,
here for
we-
ages just to
Yeah.
make sure he can do this. But yeah,
All monk defense.
Yep. Apparently. He wants to delay, so going monks is one way to do it.
How many monks can you make though? Because at some point it stops being viable in terms of the micro.
True.
Like in low numbers, perfect, absolutely. As soon as there's like 20, 30 war wagons.
He's not making them anymore though. No more
My-
being made, apparently.
My
He
favourite
stops.
deathmatch game ever was a full monk deathmatch. That was great. I enjoyed that, and it proved that you can actually micro monks quite like absurdly if you use control groups.
Mm-hmm.
Who is
Absurd.
it? Is it MBL that has a mouse with like 10 buttons on?
Yeah.
Someone
Doesn't
like
Razor
surprise me.
Naga or something like that. Can't remember. But yeah,
Yeah.
there's like 12 buttons on the side.
Stonewall's going up either side for Cappy now. He's had enough. I'm just fine. I'll add TCs.
I love this.
Look how far he is behind. These war wagons going to find this monk.
Oh, maybe.
But it's done a good job of getting that relic closer to his base and stopping it from being. With
Yeah,
Capital.
especially if Cappy walls it out. Oh, if these things, oh, that's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate.
Well,
And
it doesn't matter too much, does it? Oh, the villager's going to be caught out by the scout. These
That's
won't
good.
come up.
But I will point out that everybody now owes me a beer at the pib.
Why?
that?
There's some fucking stone walls on the way up from
Oh, I
Cappy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, on both sides. Where are these villagers going? That's what I want to know.
Are they going to take that stone or the gold potentially?
Well,
Maybe.
he's got castle.
Is he
got
going for Arb?
castle res.
Harb or Skirm, yep.
Aggressive castle? Oh, not that aggressive.
Just
Oh,
control.
You know what I want to see? You know what I want to see? I want to see Karambit Skirm. That is the superior comp.
Karambit Skirm, then two-hander Skirm.
Yeah.
hey, if they take
Look
it by
at the
surprise,
economy for Ted. Just look at it. Having those early eco upgrades really paid off.
how do you get this far into the game with only like
One eco death.
yeah, well, and only 30 seconds of TC idle time?
Yeah, that's kind of scary.
I mean, I think the 3 minutes for Ted is only because he had 3 TCs so quickly, and he just didn't have the food to produce out of them.
Yeah.
Nice from Ted to pull those vills away. He saw that those they would lose that one vill because of fucking pathing, but
Standard.
Ouch.
poor vill. Look at him.
I mean, the monks are there and they're putting plenty of pressure on. But the Malay archers are pretty good. They get fully
Yeah.
upgraded arbs, right?
Yeah,
But
we're going for Arbalest.
ballistics.
Arbalest just seems weird against war wagons though, because they're such high pierce armor.
And Koreans in general, because of how easy it is for Koreans to
Yeah.
transition into fully
for their own
upgraded,
arb. Yeah, their own
arbs
arb, yeah.
and so on,
Yeah, they
Yeah.
get the free archer armor too.
Yeah, and yeah, I mean, are we going for Arb Treb? I mean, it could work because if you can get Trebs down, ram this down. If you can get Trebs down, then you can completely destroy the production for the war wagons.
These
The
wagons
walls
don't
are
have
so
long for this world.
No
Oh, there's one gone. And they get 2.
conversions.
Lovely.
But
Nice.
they are still staying alive. Like, they're still being a nuisance. So that's at least something.
Yeah, but Cappy's got to think about transitioning into something else. He's gone to Imp, but what production buildings does he have behind this? He's got a castle. He's now only just dropping a barracks, so he's going to arrive in Imp with very little military.
Yes. And,
Whereas Ted has already got production. He's already slamming out crossbows.
and those karambits are going to kill all when they eventually come out. It's inevitable. What's the Malay siege like? Shit. Okay.
It's
So-
not great.
Yeah, the
Cat Ram
Cat
Onager,
Ram
Heavy
Onager,
Scorp, Bombard.
yeah.
Heavy scorpion. Yeah.
Well, against
I don't think
Karambits,
we'll see
yes,
that.
but
But
he's unlikely.
But to be honest, the siege from Koreans is far superior. I mean, do Koreans get bombarded?
You'd think so.
They've got-
I don't think they do because they get their. They do. Oh, okay. Well, their siege is just broken.
They've got cannon boats, so they should do with their cannon boats.
Because they get. Oh, nice dropping the relic from Ted just to try and get an extra conversion off.
Yeah, another one that gets denied by this group.
Yeah.
I mean, left side's now shut off, and he's shutting it off himself.
Is that fortified wall?
Yeah, looks like it.
Not going to last long to cap ram, or just a treb.
Oh my!
We're gonna get all of them. We're gonna get all of them.
There we go.
There's one. There's two. There's three. And there's four. And he deletes the last one.
Worth it. I mean, it's so nice to see like higher level players every so often.
So we're going for elite skirm for Cappy. I guess that's because we're seeing the crossbow, assuming that we're gonna stay arbalest. There'd be no other thing to make, wouldn't there? If there were only crossbow and imp, it means we've just started making them.
Yep.
But I don't know if I like that because it's just skirm is so easily countered.
Full bombard tower.
Bombard tower cannon,
defense.
even.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Both
Full
these players can
bombard.
go bombard cannon.
What else do you make as Koreans though in this situation? You have to match with arbalest, surely.
How good are Arb war wagons against Arb? Like,
They've got good
I thought they have
pierce, right?
decent
Yeah.
pierce armor, right?
But you need the mass. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, he probably could have actually saved quite a good chunk of his war wagons that died. They stopped being useful after a while.
And the problem is we've got bombard cannons coming out for Ted now.
Yeah, they're on their way.
It's just sort of like a slow slog. Yeah.
I think what I don't like from Cappy, obviously far stronger player than me. I'm still going to call it how I see it. Are we fast forwarding?
Yep.
Why?
The slow slog of inevitability.
Yeah.
We're fast forwarding through the walls.
What I don't like from Cappy is the lack of reaction in terms of like comp. If that makes sense, like we're only making skirmishes currently.
Yeah.
And siege.
I'm bombards. Who has the better bombard micro?
Dodgeball. I mean, to be fair, Cappy so far, and both bombards are down for Ted. Ted's got to pull back. What are those? Oh, those Vills are repairing the bombards. It looked like they were just hammering the ground. Honestly, this is the moment where you just go full two-handed right now. Surely.
The defense is solid. Are we getting more monk upgrades?
Oh, we have got redemption and sanctity coming in now.
Ooh, that was a shot.
Probably would have hoped to have waited for sanctity before we sent those 3 monks their death.
Monks, they're just overrated. So we just need rid of them.
Kill them, yeah. Cap ram coming in now, which will do nicely against the skirms, but against the bombards.
I think the cap ram was just to help him try and clear up
the walls.
the walls. It seems I kind of feel like we're going to be stuck in this particular area of the map for a while when people are having a skirm fight.
Go and order something, do the groceries.
What I'd like to, honestly, if Ted makes any kind of switch, surely the game's his.
I mean, look at the resources that he's got in the bank. Like,
Melee delay?
Yeah, that's
it's
kinda
absurd. Now he does the full transition into fucking Malay elephants and it'll clap.
He's going scum.
Yeah.
Even
well, he's running out of resources. So
are these towers or are these bombard towers?
These are keeps.
Keeps. Okay.
Free upgrades keeps might as well, I suppose. I'm not sure they'll do too well against bombard cannons, but
No. They'll get eaten immediately.
Basically. Yeah. Oh,
Vorion's here. Vorion subscribed.
Hey.
The prize pool is increasing.
Yes.
It's been a pretty profitable stream for adding to the prize pool.
Yeah, it's been a pretty profitable stream for King Blue's back pocket when he wins the cup. Yeah. Oh
I
man,
think we.
I'm so confused at what I'm watching.
I mean, it's Skirm Bombard Cannon is what you're watching, with occasional monk involvement. And keeps, because we have...
Just look at the res from Ted. Just make anything else, surely.
I don't know.
I donate to the price, but only if it doesn't go to Boo.
That's kind of hard to guarantee, I think.
I mean, Voron, what you've got to do is you've got to win all of your remaining games, get through, and then beat Boo. That's the only way you can guarantee
these
that.
two players as well, given how things have gone.
I mean, it's just a small feat, right?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, let's not be saying people have small feet or nothing. I've never seen their feet. They might have absolutely massive feet. We can't be passing judgment right here. What we can be is saying that the army's sort of actually being whittled down for Cappy.
Yeah, and Ted's look at the resources from Ted. He's fine. I mean, how many relics did Ted get in the end? Just
3.
the 3. So he's already ahead in that regard. He's going to have extra gold.
But he's not going to use the gold. He's so not using any gold, and he's doing a transition into his fucking trash swords.
I haven't seen our feet yet.
True that.
It's true. It'd be true. And so he's still not going to be using any fucking gold.
No. Well,
Yeah.
He is upgraded to two-handed, though.
Oh,
So we're
God.
going to see Force Levy coming out. I'm telling you. If it's not already done, we're going to see it. Plate mail as
Wait,
well.
I just saw treadmill crane. Who got treadmill crane?
That must have been Cappy, I assume.
Well, I mean, yeah, with the amount of keeps that he's got on the field. Though it's, I mean, it's not great.
It's a lot of bombards now. They could take out Castle pretty quick if they got in there.
Yeah.
8 of them.
Hasn't
Here we go.
denied-
Here
hasn't
comes
denied
the
Force Levy
two-hands.
though. Oh God. Ah.
Here
Do they
we
have all
go.
the upgrades yet? Those two
I
handed?
think so, yeah. They've got full
Yeah, they
plate
do,
mail,
yeah.
full blast furnace.
We can
Oh,
delete
God.
like half of the Woodvilles.
But we
and
do
put that into-
we do have decent Arbless numbers currently.
Light Cav! Korean Light Cav.
With only 40 on food.
I mean, all I'm saying, I think the Korean light cav are better than the Malay light cav.
Maybe, yeah.
We lack bloodlines, but we get the at least chainmail. I think. I don't know if we get plate.
Well, they both have no bloodlines. They get
Yeah, you get plate barding for the Korean light cav, and you only get the first armor for the Malay.
Just to check in on the whole map here.
it's wow.
Left
Oh,
side, nothing happening at all. And then on the right.
Just towers and skirms and bombards.
It's deathmatch grind.
Vorion said, "Hey, Cassus, sound off so you know which one you are." Well, if you're looking for the person that you're trying to clap in a community game tomorrow, it's probably me, your Pip. And then you obviously know who Tom Snuffles is. If you don't, then what's the point?
And I'm me. And I'm Batman.
yeah. I'm Grandy's Grandy.
Hi.
Yeah. Very useful. That's standard. Standard. We're all mate. Where's the time limit?
We're all Tom, really.
In all fairness, Cappy does have the score lead, so you know, time limit might help him. But
Is
too bad there's not one.
Is there a time limit?
No,
Ah,
There is
No.
no time limit on our game.
no.
that's
Yeah.
probably a good thing.
But from his head is this keeps yeah. That's the thing. Ted needs to kind of conserve that gold, which is why Force Levy is really nice. Conserve that gold. Just basically delay as long as possible, get a two-handed mass out, and then bombards to delete those keeps.
You can save that all for siege. Or here's the there's damage going on to the TC.
You see in the center. Is there a light
Yeah.
cap there? Oh, there's keeps.
One
Is it-
solitary keep.
Okay, here's the thing, right? Onager through the wood line now and just spam
Two-handed.
fucking two-handers.
I mean, Cappy's about to chop through, so I don't think you even need to have Onager. Looking for arson.
What's the?
Might as
How
well.
many barracks has he got up and running right now?
That's a good
Got a
question.
number at the back.
Oh, quite a few. Only 12. Consider we've got 70 on food. That's a lot of farmers.
It's amazing to have 48 on wood and just consistently be using all of it up.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Whereas if you look at Cappy,
Yeah.
with it and wood.
And has just absurd amounts of wood. But that doesn't surprise me. I mean, Cappy's really good at his wood. So I do feel like we could probably have another castle down. But I don't know what he could actually do though. Like
I think that the problem is for Cappy is sort of on a time limit because he's only got those 2 relics. The second that the gold runs out, then Cappy's screwed.
Yeah.
Absolutely screwed.
With the 2-handers.
Yeah. The 2-handed beat everything on the field besides from the castles. But because Ted's got more relics, he can make more siege.
Yeah.
Guilds? Guilds coming out.
Oh god. I think that's because he's just run out of gold. That's why.
I mean, they're good. That's the magical keep players that the keeps are helping hold it because the 2-handers do die like immediately to them.
Hussar!
Hussar!
That only took a little while.
Hussar!
Do Koreans not get plate barding?
No, I don't think so. I think they get what they get.
First 2.
Korean Hussar is not great.
No.
From what I understand.
Honestly, I have to say I'm confused why he upped Hussar because the only thing he gets is what is it, an extra 1 damage, an extra is it 10 HP, 15 HP?
Well, he needs a meat shield, right? He needs something. He does
Yeah,
get
but I think Cav probably would have been fine. That's the no extra damage. It's just the HP they get. Wow, I think Light Cav would have been fine.
I don't know.
Well, it's a slow, steady death that
Also-
we've all been experiencing.
I still think
villager-
Ted's going to win this.
3 villager
Oh, God.
castle. That is
I mean-
ballsy.
Yeah, and I think the castle might go down to those bombards.
Could be. BBC Micro. No, they're being driven away by the skirms. Oh, the days.
Oh, what is this?
And it
I
does
still think this is Ted's game to lose, just because he's got the extra relics. And just look at that economy. Look at those res that he's got bound, and the trash is just going to be insane. Is Ted open on that left hand side?
No. Yeah.
No. Sorry, not on the left hand side of that production he's got there, just by that gate. I think he's open.
Yeah. There was a small raid, like probably 15-20 minutes ago now. It's been a while. Oh yeah, he's seen it.
Yeah. God, stop stream sniping. No, I'm joking.
They are just such cheaters.
I know.
Just love them.
Going into the past. Oh, look at those quick wars. Nice.
Lovely.
But the castles with ballistics just gunning down the Hussar as they run through because they don't have plate barding. Oh god.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, no plate barding, no bloodlines. They're
And the gold is just dwindling for Cappy.
Yeah, so if we're saying that this should, in theory, go towards Ted, surely Cappy's got to be doing something interesting in the centre, right? Or on the left.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like,
Something
what?
has to change.
Well, you have to get a group of like 60 Hussar together and take them straight through the centre.
Yeah.
But it's like, even if Ted lost his entire eco to the raid, like he'd probably still be fine. It's on like it's.
I don't know. If you look at the populations, Cappy's doing absolutely fine. Like Skirm Hussar, while those keeps and that castle is there, are doing the job.
Yeah, enough for them against 2-handers.
Well, that's an interesting. Will the game end before the keep kills that TC that's being fired in the centre?
Oh, it is down quite a way now. Don't know.
There's been no dancing birds.
No.
The joys of hideout.
Getting really bad lag from Ted.
Cappy's buying stone. He's repairing that castle, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah, it's out again.
Just look at the military numbers for Cappy.
This would be an interesting game to see just how many units have died by the end of it. It's like we're coming up to 1,900 deaths for Ted. So
That's wild.
will we pass 1,000 by the end? Maybe.
That TC's totally going down, by the way.
Look at the ground he's managed to take. He's gone. I think he's managed to go forward like a whole 8, maybe 10.
Has Cappy researched siege engineers yet?
I
Inches?
don't know. I would assume so. I think that was much.
And what's the
earlier.
range on these bombard cannons?
The range on these bomb cannons is 12+1.
So yes, he has researched siege engineers. I'd even be tempted to make a single treb for Cappy.
Against these bombards, there's still 4 of them out on the field.
Oh, I didn't even. I thought Ted had them all sniped.
No, there's 4 of them in that.
Sorry, they're wearing the same helmets as the two-handed. So
Yeah, they all kind of blend in. Oh, I missed the white.
oh, these
that was
two-handed.
that was a good
God.
engagement. That was a good bait.
And now we're down to full relics now, and the two-handed will eat the hussar and they'll eat the skirms.
Yeah. This could be
With this
problematic.
castle going down, this is not great. The military mass was the sort of the thing that we had going, and now that it's swapped around,
It's gone!
whoop 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 whoop.
Now it's just slumber temps. Done.
Ted's got a lot of stone. Where's he mining stone?
He has 3 on stone, apparently. There's some stone.
Oh, he's taking it
here.
over on. Yeah,
There's also some
Probably
stone
wanna-
here. So he's
I probably want to see him take that.
yeah, a bit slow in the uptake, but he's been
Cappy
concentrating
has
on
found that neutral gold on the left-hand side, which might make a bit of a difference.
up over here.
Oh no, that's not a neutral gold. He's got 8 on gold somewhere.
Yeah, he's got some in his base.
Oh, there you go.
He's still
Still got
taking
some
the
in his
Last 40 gold in his base. There we go. But
Gotta-
yes,
don't know
Respect
how
the
much of
restraint.
it. Yeah, don't know how much of an impact it's gonna make.
no. Pop isn't looking great either. 160 now. 220 skirms in the queue. Yeah, all
I mean,
that
hey,
effort.
we're almost under 500 gold for Ted. So
Yeah, but he's not making gold units currently. He's
Just
the only
bombards.
thing the only thing. Yeah, that's the only thing he's using gold for is bombard cannons, and he doesn't need to make them currently because he's got 4 of them.
Ooh boy.
good mass.
It's a good matter of Hussar can probably get in and take out the vast majority of the skirms. But look at these two-handed swordsmen. Oh god.
He's just gonna go for the bombards. He just wants the bombards, nothing more. So there are 4 bombards at the start of this. Let's see. Oh, it's slow going, isn't it? Okay, he's got 1.
He'll probably get
got
2.
Go
Might even
for the
get that third one.
Murder holes.
Nice.
I know, he doesn't quite get it. So all those just are dying.
We're now also mixing in pike for Ted, just to
occasional point.
deal with these Hussar.
Might as well.
Yep. Especially seeing as you do get all 3 armors as melee, so even obviously the skirm are great against pikemen because of the bonus damage, but they at least hold up a bit stronger than than they might have. The thing is, these Korean Hussar don't get plate, so the Ted skirms are actually killing them, which is really sad.
Anything is. Oh.
that Treb is gonna die to the keeps.
It might do. If so, that is sad.
I mean, if it's fair, if he sends a
What is it-
bill to repair
What
it,
is it targeting?
Oh, that one over there.
Why? Why?
And he's just gonna get inside it and. Oh man.
oh god.
Oh wow. Okay, so castle attempt again. Second castle attempt.
Yeah, did Ted lose the castle on the left, or
No,
did he
No, he
delete it?
deleted it.
cancelled it. He cancelled it. And they've got Rams coming
Ram.
in. Not going to do very well. They had a very good use of the Rams earlier when it was just skirm and bombard cannon.
Yeah, I like
That
that
makes
castle
sense.
much better than for Ted on the hill. You want to, with the comp that Ted's got, you want to narrow the space that you're fighting even more. You want to get those two-handeds in, just doing some damage. So having that castle just to force the aggro right into that little choke point is really nice. Just look at them. Look at them go.
Pikeman was a misclick.
And I'd like to point out, this is still on fast speed, right? Like, can you imagine if this wasn't on fast speed?
Yeah.
Oh, we'd be here until... my headphones are on backwards.
Yeah.
So, you know... Oh, I bet I sound really different now.
Bo's two-man saw.
Oh,
Coming in 1 hour 20 into the game. Holy moly.
Well, it's because you could clearly tell that he was actually genuinely really running out of wood. Wood has clearly been a problem for Cappy in this game.
but I hate to be like that kind of guy, but if you actually look at the wood line in the centre, I think this is the most depleted I've ever seen a hideout wood line.
It is getting there, isn't it? And even the keeps are pretty annoying.
And
Yes,
I just want to throw
this.
this out there. If it does continue to go on like this, look on the left-hand side for Cappy.
Yeah, he's got a few.
He's
couple
got
extra ones.
a couple of extra wood lines
And
there that he's
this.
walled.
Yeah.
So maybe it's actually Cappy that needs the delay now.
Oh dear. If he
I
can.
think that's probably his only chance actually, because he needs to. He either needs to. I don't know what comp he can make
can't win
to
this.
kill now.
He can't win this, but he could do something interesting here, which it looks like he's now going to try.
But he either needs to do something now in the center, needs to delay so long that the Korean wood bonus starts kicking in,
Or just hope that Ted's PC explodes.
He did mention lag earlier. He did mention lag.
I mean,
That's
surely,
what this is down to. This is
surely
down
you
to
get
lag.
I mean, to be fair, Ted does play on a laptop, so
Laptop.
and to be honest, that makes it even more impressive to me. He's playing on I don't know how high
There we
spec the
go.
laptop is, but gonna
The
chop through
final
the center.
tree. Go on.
Is the final tree gone? Doo-doo-doo-doo.
This castle's going to go down. The repairs are not going to be enough, but here come this house to the centre. That's exactly
But
what
the
we
thing
thought.
is, and I have to say, right, so say this was like a lower elo game, right, that had gone on this long. Both players would be banking like thousands of res,
Yeah.
right? But because it's such a high level
just
game,
gonna-
like Ted's obviously got a lot of food in the bank, but like comparatively to a 1500 game, oh, no way he gets that up. It's insane.
done
That's
that.
disgusting.
That's
That's
disgusting.
disgusting. That is insane.
That was so quick.
That's
But-
pretty mad.
But
one
it
hope-
has but it has allowed Cappy to regain a bit of sort of ground
Yeah.
on that right hand side a little bit.
Maybe he's gained like 5-10 times.
But
Like, not much.
so like I said, back to what I was saying, if Cappy could have got in and killed a bunch of farmers, it actually might be making the game a bit spicier because at this top level, players don't. They're not.
Yeah.
Look, 73 farmers.
That's
There's no
what I'm
food bank for Cappy. If you kill all the vills and there's no food bank, you're kind of fucked.
Yeah.
That's true, but Ted doesn't have that problem.
Yeah.
Ted decided, maybe I should bank some food.
Would it be worth like taking a treb and cutting the edges here? Trying to just keep going into the centre, or is that just like a lost cause at this point?
I don't know. I mean, there's also a castle
He's
right
gonna
there.
lose this, though.
Yeah.
He's definitely losing this.
He had to do something. That's the.
Yeah.
It's just those pesky two-handeds.
Mhm.
With 82 on food for Cappy currently. That is actually insane.
72 versus 79. Yeah. It's wild.
But I think the one thing consistently in this game that Cappy has done really well, if you look at Cappy's production queue versus Ted's,
Yeah. Yeah.
it has been much better, which I think has allowed Cappy to sort of delay this on this right hand side significantly.
Well, I mean, when it comes down to being pop capped, it's like Ted's pop capped, Cappy's not.
Yeah. He's losing a lot every time he goes in. I think it's the problem.
Well,
Even
up
with
until-
this many production buildings, I mean, look at that.
To be fair, Ted could afford to delete 20 vils on wood. 20 vils on wood.
He could afford to delete, maybe 20, 30 vils on
These
food.
Hussar are going to get a good surround on the skirmishers, and if he just goes for those bombard cannons, he might have a bit of a chance. He gets one. He'll get both. He'll get both of them.
Yeah, it's still one
Oh
more.
no, but the two-handeds and the castle just doing work. But that's a really good trade for Cappy. He doesn't care if he throws away 50 Hussar just to get 3 bombard cannons at this point.
Totally agree, Tumbleweed. Like, I don't... How can you be clicking so much? Like, they're selling things, they're clicking all over the place, they're making tactical decisions, and they've also not died of stress and or boredom.
I hope games 2 and 3 aren't this long.
They're not. They're not.
I mean, this one is special. It's
thought
certainly
you cared.
special. Cappy getting back
Well,
to...
my brain stops working in Dark Age. I just play the same way every time. That's just it. If what I'm doing isn't working, well, we tried. Let's try again.
Oh, God. Ted!
Doing
Ted!
Stonewall behind this.
Ted! Why?
I guess he's sick of the Hussar trying to run through and snipe the bombard cannons.
I
But,
guess.
like, this is the bit where you're fighting.
It's been the bit where they're fighting for the last hour or so.
What?
This has just been one continual battle. It's like
You know what I'd actually prefer from Ted is to drop more barracks forward instead of the walls.
Yeah.
Like
I mean,
obviously
they're
he's
all back
slowly
here,
going
aren't they?
forward. Yeah, like have
It
an
might be worth it.
immediate supply of two-handeds. Like if you have 10
Yeah.
barracks here, you can make 30 two-handeds in. I mean we've got conscription obviously, so not going to take long to get 30 of them out.
He's going for the quiet late game of removing all of the wood by destroying the lumber camps.
Wall's completed.
I think, can we type a 1 in chat if you think both of these players should get an admin loss? They should be banned from the tournament.
What?
Oh boy.
I'm not sure.
This is a good fight for Ted, and a fantastic fight for Ted.
Yeah,
Oh, God.
that's shred. That is.
But
Look at the bodies. Oh.
And I think the GG's going to get called here.
I mean, the walls totally allowed Ted to have time to reach a decent mass of military, because he was always being kept sort of even. The walls allowed him to mass up behind them just enough, and then wave push. That was really quite impressive. Clearly a genius tactical decision.
But with 25 to 70 military, but look at the production queue from Cappy. I think the problem is that most of that army is skirmishers. That's really the problem. If he had like 60 Hussar, that would be different.
Yeah. Potentially. Yeah.
I was, we were debating whether it was going to go past 1,000 deaths.
Yeah, we'll be getting
Well,
towards
we're
2,000.
rocking on 2,000 now.
Wildebeest has
Wow.
returned, I think, and I think he's
Yeah, and then he deletes the walls.
he wants a gap for his trebs to come through.
Yeah.
And what does
Interesting.
Cappy
Look
do
at
when
that.
this goes down? It's all
I don't
open
know.
now. As soon as that goes down, this is all open, this entire side, until you meet that castle gunner.
Yeah.
But you can get into the base. He's just trying to chop through the center again. Yeah, the options for Cappy running out. Despite the same units being built for the last hour. It's wild.
But we see this is what the Malay do. They drag you out and they beat you with trash.
They
Malay
bring you down
delay?
to their level and then
Yeah.
beat you with experience.
Yeah, they beat down to level, and they can do that better than you can.
Yeah.
So
One of the few civs that
There
can
we go.
out trash
Holy
the
moly.
Byzantines.
that's fantastic.
Respect. Respect
not gonna lie,
for an
guys.
hour and 40 game.
Can we have
I
a
wish-
2-minute? Can we have a 2-minute loo break? Because
Fuck,
that
We will have a few minutes, yeah, for sure.
Brandy,
that's
We'll
insane.
have a look through the stats and then we'll go.
If you'd have told me that it was going to be that long, I would have cracked a bev. It was the morning when we started. Now it's the next day.
1,132 skirms created for Cappy.
That's
706
insane.
with Ted.
And
Now-
we did 2,003 kills.
That's considering the elo difference. Cappy has done an incredible job here.
I just don't think that Elo at this level in tournaments factors in as much.
No, yeah, when you're talking like the difference between a 1500 and a 1300, that's quite a big gap. The difference between a 2K and an 1800, I think, is smaller.
In tournament settings, I definitely think I completely agree.
Interesting. He was so far ahead on all these.
Yeah, but that's early ego upgrades. He was in Feudal Age so much faster. Extra 2K gold from relics. 98% of the map was explored by Cappy. What wasn't explored? That's probably the better question.
That's a good question. We can probably answer that as well. If we do control things. Yeah, so if we do this.
Oh, that's disgusting.
There we go.
Just
So that
shameful.
tiny little bit there. And that tiny little
That
bit
would have made all the difference, I think.
Oh, and
You've got to be
that's-
active with your scouts, guys. That's the problem. They're not active enough.
And then APM right at the end. I mean, it's difficult to properly show, but interesting. Cappy generally quite a lot lower.
Yeah.
Well, he just had his garrison point set to that side of the map and was just spamming stable hotkey and make hussar basically. So
That's pretty mad, up to like peaks of 140 or whatever for effective actions per minute. That's mad. I'm chilling at like 14.
You are chilling. Look at you.
Chilling at 14. Look, I was having a nap in that. Absolutely absurd.
that is insane.
Beautiful. It's beautiful.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
we are going
I
to
think-
head to a quick break. Just for
Excellent.
people to grab some drink, relieve
Sustenance.
themselves.
yeah,
Boo,
and,
entertain the chat.
Yeah, and we'll be back in. I don't know, it's 5 minutes. 5 minutes will do. See you there. Hey.
Oh, oh, oh! We're back. I was looking at my other screen. Not my fault.
Oh, we're back. Oh, right. Ah, God, that's so embarrassing. God.
Seriously, guys.
You knew what you were getting. You knew exactly what you were getting. Have you not seen us cast low elo tournaments before?
He might not. He genuinely might not have seen us do high quality low elo casting.
I have to say, do you not miss those days, Tom? Me, you,
Every fucking
Fingolfin
day.
on Town Bell 2. Oh my goodness, those were the
Every day.
days.
Doing the Dark Age Cup and those were some of the happiest times of my life. I miss them so much. When I was being paid by work to stay at home and then playing Age of Empires and then watching people just be shit. It was amazing. Back then I felt like I was actually good at the game and knew some stuff. And now I feel like I'm going grey and bald and I am no longer good at the game. Good times. But you know who
Right.
might be good at the games? Ted and Capybara. Hey, Jess. Hey.
Quadruple cast.
Yeah, it is full quadruple cast.
Oh, are we? Oh, so we're
Just
back down
triple
for
cast then.
just a
Yeah,
triple
that's
cast. Yeah,
that's
we're down.
good. Because Jess has brought buns.
Buns.
Yep.
Is that euphemism or iced buns or?
Oh no, they are brioche.
Oh, brioche.
brioche buns. Okay, game 2. So now we go to Cappy's home map. We go to islands. So we see Italians versus Portuguese, maybe? Yeah, probably.
It has to be, yeah.
And that
Portuguese
we
suck
took it-
on Gold Rush, so you'd
Yeah.
it'd make sense.
So if this plays out in standard form, Italians have just such a massive advantage.
Mhm.
So it would take a very solid play from Ted to come out on top in this, I think.
Unless you went for Sicilian's early landing. Just
Yeah.
play it completely non-standard.
Yeah.
Well, I say
I mean-
non-standard. That is totally meta for Sicilians.
Fucking throw the Berbers, land, and just do Berber Knights all over the shop. There you go. That's what I'd do if I hated islands, but I'm not 2K.
Oh well, we're in. Immediately, I'm just going to say that Ted's Island is a lot thinner than Cappy's.
Don't you just hate when you have a thin island?
Yeah.
Especially when you're going to be dealing with sort of like naval range.
hmm
When near enough every part of your island can be ranged by galleys. You don't have a fun time. Like, that gold is just about safe. Just about. I think that it misses it, but the other one, that won't
You have
be
to look
fun.
on the bright side. There's just more space for Ted's production on Cappy's Island.
Yeah, but you say that, but it's actually quite squat. So it's like around his TC area and to the right, which
Mm,
I would say isn't prime landing area anyway,
Yeah.
'cause it's so far away.
yeah, the landing area is on the finger, isn't it?
Yeah, which means that you've not actually got space for production.
Mm,
It's very likely that you'll be spotted by fish or something because you can't hide in the middle of the. Yeah, it makes for a very hard base to land on. We already trying to push.
man,
We
well,
are.
wait,
We're
yeah.
trying to push 2 at once. Hardcore. This
I
guy.
mean, the faster you get up on 1v1 islands, the faster you can take map
Yeah.
control. Like, this isn't no Vikings FC, Backdock FC. This is all out. I need to get to Feudal Age first and make fire ships. Or fire galleys, sorry.
Do Portuguese need to do that? Can Portuguese try and play this like later, like a defensive-y, get a castle up, lock down water control kind of way?
I think you'd struggle. That's
I don't know.
because yes, in theory, if you can delay and get those spicy caravels out, then yeah, if you've got 50 caravels in the water,
Yeah.
Cappy might as well resign. But I don't
it's
think you can do that. You can't give up water control that early, because if you lose water control, you're getting landed.
But yeah, I do think this is an uphill battle just on the civs. Not that Portuguese are bad. Like
But
we could.
having said that, though, if you just give up water control completely, just castle up,
Yeah.
defend as best you can. You get arquebus bombard cannons, be able to take out any cannon galleons. Oh no, cannon galleons have extra range, don't they? But you'd be able to. Oh no, Ted's lost the virtual ball.
Oh, F. That's it, Ted.
What's
Ted,
an elephant?
Insta GG.
Oh god.
Isn't it nice? Isn't it nice when somebody over 2K does things like us? One of us.
No, like I was saying, actually, if you delay long enough, then obviously Fatorias are spicy.
But they've already done one 9-hour game. Do they want to do a second one? And it is very possible on Islands. Like, it is super possible to go for a long, late game. Islands is like... It's the best of both worlds. I'm surprised more people don't like it, because it's practically an arena clown match, because you're not dying in feudal age. You can get to castle, no matter what you do.
I don't know, you can get landed in feudal age. That's sad times.
The effort that somebody has to go to land you in feudal age. You just invest all of that to get into castle.
So back dock from Ted in a not so efficient spot, I'd say. I would have much preferred the corner.
It's not too bad.
Having said that, there's not too much around. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's okay. As long as his second dock is
somewhere else.
Is not next to that.
Yeah. So I would. Obviously, eventually, you want to take that fish on that right hand side, in the big old ocean blue, and same for Cappy, who probably wants to take fish on that left hand side in the deep fish. But
honestly, the first mod that highlighted fish was a revelation for me. Like, box round the fish, I was like, oh my god, there's so many fish. It's like I never used to even bother taking them, because it always felt like you'd do the first fish and then run out, but there's so many fish. That was a learning experience.
Second dock for Cappy on the front, so we're already up to feudal age. We're going to arrive pretty damn quickly, and we're going to be able to get some Italians. Do you go galley as Italians?
I think you go like 2 or 3 fire galleys, and then you transition to galleys, right?
I think it's funny that they've both built their docks on the opposite sides to each other.
It's for safety. You can also tell that Ted is definitely being far more passive with this water. Like, he's going on water because he knows he has to, not because he wants to. Like, there is no interest in playing this out. He's
galleys
like,
from Ted and fire galleys from Cappy. Very interesting.
Yeah.
And we're going for a third dock from Cappy now.
Well, you can just sort of afford it. I don't think you'll necessarily be able to, like, make units.
Is that a bug? Has that elephant still got food on it, or is it just... It does. Cappy?
Cappy doesn't give a shit about food. He wants damage.
Yeah. Ted's the same.
Is this what you do now? This must be meta. Why? Yeah. That's crazy. Like, I would never have thought of that. Like, as a thing. I just wouldn't. We learn new things every day. How many docks have we got up for Cappy now? So he's still rocking 3. Okay, that's not a dock. It's a blacksmith? Yeah. Yeah, blacksmith going for massive galleys. He's fine, and he will easily outmass Ted.
Yeah, especially with that
Ted is already-
extra dock advantage.
Yeah.
Ted now going for his third dock. But that sneaky fire is going to take out Ted's fish.
And it's good damage on the galleys as well. Just like keeping their HP low. Doesn't matter if he loses the fire galley. He doesn't necessarily need to kill anything. Just
Oh, doesn't want to lose that galley. Oh. Okay, well, nice that the fire decided to patrol around and start attacking the blacksmith. Ted knows it's there.
fuck your blacksmith. Okay, how? So now, when you've seen what your opponent's making, you've seen the startings with the mass, you know that you're on the way to outmassing them. Is this the point where you try to start expanding your fishing eco if you're Cappy?
It's hard
To
to
try
say.
and push for castle? Or would that be too premature? That's a lot of extra docks come down. That galley mass is now in his favour. He's got to flee for his little galley lives.
We do have 9 galleys somewhere across the map for Cappy. There's one there. Are they round the back on the right side?
There's two looping
Yeah.
around the back. Yeah. And this is fine. Like I wouldn't feel too bad as Ted. Yes, he's behind a touch on eco, but he's certainly not behind on military. He clearly knows his builds. He might not be a water player, but there's the experience of gameplay that is telling us that, he ain't no scrub on this one bit. Pib.
I think. Well, it's just playing archers, isn't it?
Yeah.
Ultimately, when you're in a galley war.
I like galley micro, and I like galleys, and then as soon as they turn into war galleys, I'm like, it's not fun anymore.
Yeah.
It's not fun anymore. I'm not having fun.
Oh no, we've lost those 2 fishing ships. Wait, okay, that's all of Ted's fish gone. That's a tragedy.
Oof.
Ted's so focused on microing these galleys that.
And I think he's now below in numbers, right? No,
15 to 14 still.
and the HP's actually in favour of Ted. Just.
But I think the real problem is that the bulk of the 16 or 14 galleys are there for Cappy, whereas Ted's are still coming around the side to reinforce. But now Ted's completely off water. He's only got 8 on food, and we're up to Castle Age for Cappy. And I think as soon as Castle Age comes in, and
Massive, yeah.
I mean, although to be fair, galleys can actually out micro war galley.
Yep. But when it comes down to the big masses, that's when it starts to be a struggle. I imagine if it was a demo ship, though, like you just pop out right there, boom. Oh, I'd love that. And this is fine. Like I don't think Cappy minds baiting this entire mass.
No, he just needs to delay.
Boats around, yeah.
Get bodkin,
Quite
war
content.
galley.
Doesn't want to take the fights just yet. Get them upgrades.
But I think Ted's problem is he's at this rate he's never going to be able to click Castle Age.
It's just not enough. There's way not enough food. If
Losing
only he'd
those
taken
5
that
fishing
elephant.
and losing those 5 fishing ships was a big loss.
There's just so many things going on for an islands game. Like there's the boat down at the bottom that he's having to deal with, and effectively, Ted is constantly having to respond to what Cappy's doing.
Yeah. Well, Ted is now on the way up, but he's going to see this Castle Age time and be in a very uncomfortable spot because we've got the resources to click War Galley and Bodkin. I guess this is a fight that Ted needs to take now, whilst he's got the numbers. But War Galley will probably come in before he can catch them.
I mean, do you take the engagement now, or do you just run the fuck away until you get to Castle Age yourself?
Well, or you start loading up the demo ships in these docks.
4 docks just kills up times.
Yeah,
Okay.
just look at
Well,
these
it's fine.
Wargallies.
It's not 4 docks anymore. Doc go brr.
I guess Ted's plan is okay. Well, I can try and cut off the reinforcements.
That's not terrible. I think cutting off reinforcements is a perfectly decent plan. Stops the mass getting too big while you're waiting for your own upgrades to get in. Means that your units are still getting some
value.
value.
I
also kind of
on the
feel
front as well for Ted.
like, is it worth it to start a stone transition now? Even if it was just like 1 or 2 on stone.
Well, Ted's going to have to move a few to stone anyway because he had to sell to get up.
Yeah. It's just because it does almost feel a little bit inevitable that we're gonna lose water because we're not going to be able to cope with the mass.
Yeah, and we're having to abuse the market as well just to get that food for upgrades, and just because we've lost that. I mean, to be fair, the food eco for Cappy is not looking too hot because Ted did clear up all the fishing chips.
Cappy doesn't give a crap about no food.
Careening in for Italians now as well. So if you just look at the stats on those war galleys, they are
tanky boaty boys.
Oh god,
not really the time to take a fight, but that's fine.
I mean, with the numbers here, this is fine for Ted actually. Now this is definitely a fantastic fight for Ted.
Oh, if they didn't decide to engage the dock instead.
Yeah.
So we were
let's just little try hard, microing 2 groups of war galleys.
The people assign groups so quickly and then start using them. I just don't
be illegal,
get it.
shouldn't it?
Yeah.
Will those galleys range that wood line for Ted? I think they will at the bottom.
Oof.
Which is not ideal at all. And this is what we were talking about having a skinny island.
Yeah. We were there being.
And if you look at the only wood line that Ted really has that is safe is that one on the far right in the center.
Yeah. And even that's not great.
All these vills, Mike. Oh god, these vills are not long for this world.
It's good. It's good damage. It's good pressure.
Yeah.
And at the back of this, we're now going to move to 3 TC expansion for Cappy, and he's starting to bust out some food eco as well.
And Ted can't keep up with that because he sold his stone.
But I mean, he's still on water, and he currently has the point lead.
Yeah, and he also has the war galley mass as well. He has the leading numbers. To be honest, this is. I mean, if Cappy's going to go TCs, I kind of feel this might have been the chance for Ted to get that landing. But the problem is that Ted doesn't have the economy to do anything with it.
No. He could. See, the thing is, he could have landed and made some archers. But now that it's 3 TCs, that kind of landing won't work.
Yeah. It has to be a big landing with siege.
Yeah. It's too late now for that early landing to be particularly effective. Which is painful. It does mean that this either has to go really late game or for Cappy to just sort of slowly drown Ted out.
Yeah. Alternatively, Ted, because obviously Cappy's going for a bit of a 3 TC boom, it'll delay his imp a little bit. Ted just doubles down, goes 1 TC, gets to imp first.
No, just this one is fine. Orange juice would be good. I'm being a professional.
Juice?
Yeah.
I think if Ted can get up to imp first, he'd be in a good spot. But if you just look at the farm numbers for Cappy now, it's looking pretty dire for Ted.
I would say it's sort of being up shit creek, but without a paddle. Very appropriate for a water map.
Now, this is also what I was talking about in terms of having the fat island at the top for Cappy. Where is Ted's safe farming eco? Where's the space for Ted's farming eco? There isn't any. Whereas Cappy,
he can range one farm. Ah.
Whereas Cappy's got that entire big chunk of his land. I mean, he can even range that wood line. That's stupid.
It's so tough. It is so tough, and he's trying to be aggressive. He's trying to put pressure on, but there's just nowhere that he can actually pressure.
Yep.
Nuisance plays all over.
And then look at that. Cappy's abusing the market. He's trying to get up to him.
Ah, Rigeddon! Thank you for following, and also thank you very much for the £50 £50 £50 that were donated to the prize pool. It's very much appreciated. If that's the same, Rigeddon. There we go. Look at that! I saw a thing. I was useful.
It's actually my second Twitch account. I just wanted the praise. Strict my ego, thank you. No, yeah, it's looking pretty dire now. We're up to him for Cappy, and Ted's are struggling a little bit. Does have his second TC up, but we're adding more docks for Cappy. Oh god. No dono alert. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think the donation was the donation in it actually when we were on stream. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just nobody has shouted out a £50 donation, and as he appeared in chat, seemed like the most appropriate time to do it.
Was it today? The donation? Yeah, I don't remember seeing it today on stream before us. So it might have been yesterday. But this is a good fight for Ted to be taking now. Just mopping up that, and I think Ted will be feeling really good about this when
Imp lands. Yeah, you're like, oh yeah, this is good. This is good, and in fact, a TC is being ranged. That's a good cleanup. We've lost a villager. Two villagers. There's idols going on as well.
He deletes it because the monk's going to get the conversion. Do you have to get redemption to convert ships?
Nah, they're G-class as units.
Now, Ted's going to be able to click up to Imp in a minute. And he's got total water control. I don't care if you can get Galleon, but we're not going for Galleon, we're going for
fire ship. That's the thing. That's where it switches. It's like, yes, you've got your mass, but right now, fast fires, like near enough fully upgraded, will just.
Well, I think he needs to take this fight. Ted needs to take this fight now. It's probably a fight he should probably take now before they become fast fires.
It's too late. It's too late. They're so fast you can't really out micro them. Not with war galleys. It is a rough matchup. They have to say Ted's done really, really well. Like really, really well.
Oh, nice to pull away a weak war galley away just to get the fast fires of his back. Is this the point where you start making caravels?
I don't know. Are caravels good against fast fires?
Well, I think they've got to be better than the war galleys.
They're good at masses, but I think it might be if you get the galleon upgrade. If you manage to keep your mass of war galleys up,
yes, you can one shot a fast fire if you have a big mass of galleons.
But like, the amount of micro that you have to do to make that.
I guess
work.
the caravels in a choke would be fine, probably much better. But what choke do you fight in here?
Yeah, caravels are strictly for versus longboats, and then to mix into a mass of galleons. But I think, yeah, should have gone for Koreans.
And then this is a fight that we really don't want to be taking in the middle for Ted. Oh no!
Look at how quick they just shred through them.
So
they're like a completely.
Teddy is going for Galleon. He is going for Galleon.
You've got to when you've got that mass. But...
Yeah. But the mass is split up. That's the problem. And he's now trying to micro two masses away.
And they are out of the mass is like the actual mass is gone. The upgrades are just landing in. only recently got ballistics as well. Chemistry just landing. It's going to be tough. Fast fires are a massive game changer, and there is a transport.
Where's that? Oh god. Yeah, that's a
Boom.
really nice transport as well. Well, that must have been a couple of transports actually.
I think it was just 120.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Just a single, because he's got all of his upgrades. And then the Vils come forward. They're like, oh, let's do it. Oh, fuck. Panic Castle. And it's like, nah, just GG, mate.
Just going to try and get some of these vills off, but the castle's up and then that is over. I mean, to be fair, there's no murder holes. There we go.
Like that is a GTFO, my game castle. And beautiful play. Really, really comfortable. As soon as Imp lands in for the Italians, which is relatively easy for them to do. Water domination again. It's interesting when you... Like, Italians should have been the ban, right? Like the snipe. Considering how absurd Italians can be on water. Yeah, banning Teutons. Just over Italians. That's odd.
My partner's just sent me a photograph. We've cleaned the garden up today. And there is a carrot that's grown under our patio.
That is like the most middle class thing I've heard today. Isn't it? We were tidying the garden, and a carrot has grown under our patio. That's nice. I mean, like that.
I stopped growing carrots about 2 years ago. And it's also relevant, I'll have you know.
It is.
We like carrots in this tournament.
We do like carrots in this tournament. Oh, we're back. There you go. There you go. There you go, Boo.
Yeah,
Don't be left out.
No warning. God. I have my feet up and everything. I mean...
Oh, yeah.
But subscribe to my OnlySams and you can see my toes on the LAN Lubbers stream. Right, okay. Yeah, no, pretty comprehensive from Cappy. Obviously taking advantage of maybe a gap he knows that that Ted might have in his game, but Gold Rush is a different kettle of fish, and if you look, Ted's still got Berbers left, which is just a bit sad for Cappy.
Do you know what is currently the most broken, not broken, but uncounterable civ at the moment?
Gajaras, obviously.
Fucking Gajaras are cracked.
Well, they get is it the Gajaras that have the camels with the extra bonus damage?
They're just ridiculous. They've got the elephant archers, which are fucking awesome. Everything about that civ is awesome.
Is it they fire faster, the elephant archers?
Yeah.
Extra bonus damage, and then the camels get extra bonus damage as well, which is
just...
yeah.
I think they're currently the second highest rated civ, like win rating wise. They've immediately landed right next to Frank's. So they're so successful on these kind of open maps. They've got great mobility, and then you add into that they've got elephant archers and stuff like that that are so hard to deal with when massed. Against, if I was the Berbers, I would not want to be facing the Gajaras at all.
No.
But I mean, Sicilians? Do I really want to face?
Well, hang on.
Sicilians?
Oh wait, hang on. So Gajaras get extra bonus damage in all the mounted units, so it negates Sicilian bonus damage too. Sicilian bonus, yeah, because Sicilians take 25% less bonus damage.
Mm-hmm.
So what's the Gajaras? But when it's 25% extra bonus damage, isn't it? 50% extra. 50. Oh, that's insane. That's just stupid. That is ridiculous. That's probably what Ted's thinking. He thinks if I go Berbers, I just die. Whereas at least Sicilians, they only do 25% bonus damage extra to me.
Yeah. I mean, look, I'm really enjoying the Gajaras as a civ, but they will probably be due a nerf it come the next patch. Like I feel that like their camels are good. They have like everything that matters. Yeah, fine, they don't get the nightline. Whatever. Who gives a shit? Like their Shivram whatever they're called Shivamsha riders are fucking amazing. Oh my god. You just tank castle fire and raid
Yeah.
because they're like I'm immune to arrows. What the fuck is that?
Oh, actually, yeah. So Sicilians, it's 50% reduced bonus damage. So they are cancelled out.
They're just even.
Yeah, and actually in early Castle Age, knights 1-on-1 beat camels. So it's you will see, we'll see. Anyway, let's jump in if we've got the we're ready to go. So hello, ladies and gents. We've got Ted in the yellow playing as the Sicilians, and then Capybara playing as the Kajaras in the pink.
Definitely the pink. In fact, could we make Ted
and they get that
red?
They get that fucking camel scout as well.
They do. Yeah, they do. I don't think it will matter because this map is quite yellow and the yellow is very small on Discord.
So, and this is the one where you can put the sheep in the mill as well. Oh god!
And, like they've got so many tools to their bow. I think it's an absolutely
this is an interesting question. Have you guys seen? And this is a question for the man in my ear. Have you guys seen the bug for Gajara sheep?
No.
So if you go and steal somebody else's, if you send your scout forward, take someone else's sheep, and then command that sheep to go back to your mill, unconvertible. Yep. So you can go forward and lame someone's sheep with they can't take them back.
Really?
Yeah. So what?
That's
man in my ear. What is the admin's approach to that? It seems pretty fucking broken to me.
I mean that's bug abuse and like that's unsportsmanly behaviour. You probably get an admin loss for that.
I don't know. I would delegate that to the other the main administrators to decide. But yeah, bug abuse.
Hey, the chat can't hear the guy in our ear, Tom. No, we're deciding it's admin loss. Oh, they can. Oh, sad.
Yeah, immediate admin loss. Probably set on fire.
Yeah, and to make it worse, no smooth touch on the butt of the LAN event.
Absolutely no smooth touch on the butt. And in fact, previous smooth touches on the butts that have been earned would probably be revoked.
Huggy, no. If they lame your sheep and bring it all the way back and then garrison the mill, it is a bug abuse because you cannot recover that sheep. You physically cannot convert it back to your color. That's the bug. You can go and kill it. You can go and hit it, but you can't recover it.
I'm all for a good cop out. However, this is Sicilians versus Kajaras. Kajaras are broken. They're not broken, because
What's your approach if you're Ted in this situation? If you know, obviously, you're a massive civ disadvantage here. Do you have to go heavy feudal? Because heavy feudal seems wrong on gold rush.
Yeah. Well, the Kajaras are not super great.
The second that you task the sheep to go to the mill, so you could run forward, convert an enemy sheep, and then click that sheep back to your mill. As soon as you've clicked it back to your mill, you can't convert it back. Yeah, that's why it's broken as hell. Sorry, carry on, Tom.
I'm not entirely sure what you can do because you can't go archers. Because as soon as Castle Age comes in, those stupid anti-archer, immune to damage, super fast horsey boys come in and shred your shit. You can't go knights too heavily because of heavy camel rider. You could try and go full infantry. Like Sicilians would probably do okay with that.
Donjon rush.
Yeah.
No.
Like that might be a thing. But the chakram thrower is crack. Like they have every single tool to their bow, minus things that use bows. Other than obviously their elite elephant archer, which is once again a fucking beast of a unit. Then you add in if you get their unique upgrade, their military units cost 25% less food, which means that your boom and eco is easier. Fucking siege elephants, absolutely. And as a bonus, elephant units, so like the elephant archer, are all created 25% faster. So you mass your elephant archers really quick.
Well, Ted has gone up a ville earlier, and I suspect that Ted will be trying to find some damage with scouts. It's highly unlikely that Cappy will be able to afford the camel scouts in feudal age, because you need to move those to gold for it. So I think it'd just be a bit of a scout fest.
Yeah.
Is it camels do 50% bonus damage to all mounted units, or is it just Gajara's
mounted units in general? Just
so even the Gajara scouts do bonus damage to other scouts. That's right. Okay, so only if you did it's 50% more bonus damage. Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Ooh, that's a Ville loss.
Lose the Ville
That's
here
a Ville
for
loss.
Cappy. That's a really nice pick for Ted.
It's interesting because here you've got Ted, who is.
Oh no, actually, we're going for a blacksmith, but no stable yet.
Strange Castle.
Yeah, but we're only 20. We're only 21 pop or 22 pop.
Yeah, Meandering Castle.
No, we did have a stable. I was just absolutely blind. Oh man.
Think Sicilians, but opposite. I often think of the Sicilians as opposite. What I kind of feel is that like Ted is clearly an absurdly strong player, right? And so he should be able to play with a bit of a civ disadvantage. And he's probably picked the best civ that he could of his remainings to deal with this civ.
Pulling the boys to try and fend off these scouts, but Ted's just picked a villain, yeeted out of there. Now, I don't know, man. This Gajara just seem absolutely cracked.
They are absolutely cracked. But maybe Cappy needs some cracked to beat Ted on Ted's home map. Like this is where Ted should be at his most powerful.
Yeah. I have to say, the sheep bonus, right? So obviously they're just chilling in the mill, generating food. I kind of get that it's probably worth it right at the start to have them in because you're not going to be eating them. Surely at this point in the game, though, it's worth having the food harvested from the sheep immediately.
You end up getting more food overall from them, right? Like
yeah, I guess, yeah.
It's a constant. It's like having relics.
Yeah.
It might not be a great.
Well, I guess once they've generated enough food to outweigh what you would have got for gathering them, I guess it's worth it.
It's more of a mid-game bonus and an early game bonus. I think it can be quite powerful on beach fight because there's loads of fucking sheep all over the place and you've got farms.
Yeah.
So even though collecting the sheep might be faster, let's say, by garrisoning those sheep, this is nice. They gotta stop them from getting in. But he checks it. I think he deleted those. Oh no, he changed them to houses. He had to make sure they were extra secure.
Oh no, the spear's gonna get trapped.
I'm gonna howl if they genuinely get stuck. But he'll be effing and they are stuck.
But we are walled, though.
Good times.
We are walled, and it's looking like we're probably ahead in the race to get up to Castle Age for Ted. And meanwhile, we're probably going to get in here. we're going to have to wall behind us. I don't think we'll be able to get there in time to repair. Oh, those spears are coming though. That's really nice from Cappy. Just having the state of mind just to bring them over.
Like, why have they got everything? Like, every damn option.
I guess
they have like a bonus in every age.
It sells money. The thing that what I thought was interesting is what if you didn't get the DLC? Do you just get the Hindustanis?
Yeah.
Yeah, it just goes Indians converted to Hindustanis, which I think is bullshit. Because basically, if you don't get the DLC, you just get a weaker civ.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good bannable civ, but also it's still not got like a 70% win rate. It's still second to Franks.
I didn't say Hindustanis were weak before, and I said they were weaker. I think they're objectively weaker than they were pre.
Are genuinely the Hindustanis up at the top right now? That's so funny. Are they really? I'm fucking Googling some shit. Pip, you're in charge.
I'm in charge. Never me in charge. I personally, out of all the new civs, I really like the Dravidians. I love them.
Yeah, they're not great. And that's why I like them too. They've got silly units.
Okay, so Ted is going to not win. I thought Ted was ahead in terms of the race to Castle Age, but apparently not. Bloodline's coming in, Forging coming in, so Ted is going to match this with Knights.
But as soon as he gets to... Here's the second trick of the Gujaras, right? So they're in feudal. You're making your camel scouts. What happens when you reach Castle Age?
It becomes camels.
You got instant army of camels. So even if you're behind, you can in the night production, you've started making your unit in fucking feudal age.
Yeah, there you go.
Like,
yeah, this game is pretty over already. How many stables does Ted have? Just the one. Yeah, looks like it.
It's tough at the same time.
Monks is a good shout, actually.
Monks is a very good shout. Other than, I don't know how well the Shivramsha rider, because it's a light cavalry. So does it have additional resistance to conversion?
Doubt it. No, you can't. No, you can't dodge conversions. You can dodge arrows only.
Yeah, but light cavalry as a whole have resistance to.
Yeah, but they're not classed as a light cav in terms of conversions. I think they're equally as susceptible as knights.
Ooh, that's good. I hope so.
Otherwise, they're fucking broken.
Yeah.
You can't catch them in infantry because they're one of the fastest units in the game. You can't get them with ranged units. They're faster than knights. You can't catch them with knights.
Their upgrades expensive. Like
yes, but monks also being added for Cappy as well, which is really nice. And here come the siege elements. Oh god.
Freaking
yeah, we're gonna lose that. For stone walls, we've lost the stable. I don't think we have another stable for Ted.
He's really on the back foot. This is
I mean, I'm honestly surprised he added the extra 2 TCs.
This makes me feel bad about my one Gujaras win in the tournament. Because
This is what you did. This is what you did.
No, I made elephant archers.
Oh.
Like, no conversions
not a single conversion. And there's a scorpion there as well. And there's more elephants. And oh, God.
And the pressure's in, and so the elephants will just take out the TC, and like this will be a fast game.
Yeah, at least get a couple of conversions off, but it's not going to be enough.
Wow,
it's not enough. and that will be the game, I think. And the thing is, Vils can't fight Elephant. They can't fight them.
Yeah.
They do splash
Oh,
damage.
actually,
oh,
no.
hang on, wait.
They changed that. They fixed that in the recent patch because that was too broken.
So the siege elements don't do splash damage anymore.
No. We can
Or is
all be
it just they don't do splash damage to villagers or trample damage to villagers?
I don't think they do splash damage at all. I could be wrong. And that's how it should be. They shouldn't splash damage. They're an elephant.
Yeah.
They're not. They're not.
The advantage over these elephants is that they should benefit from military blacksmith upgrades.
Yeah.
Not that they can fight the units that are attacking them as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think this is the end for Ted. We're very short on food. We're having to buy food now to produce.
Siege
yeah, you're right, Maureen. They shouldn't.
Completely agree. Hard agree. I'm quite happy for them to be more resistant to melee or whatever. Like I'm a bit happy for that.
But if they're more expensive,
Only if they were slightly weaker to range. Like that's how I'd want it to balance out. Is for them to be.
We're stealing the gold, the stone at the front of Ted's base. We've got a mangonel there. We're gonna lose that. Honestly, I think you could run. Yeah, just run in. Cappy can run in. There's nothing stopping Cappy from taking that second TC.
Yeah.
He's got monks there. He's got a mangonel. He's got a siege elephant. Just run the. I mean, there are 5 monks there. He has got to be slightly careful.
I mean, he has
but
2
TCs
at home, so they're both 2 TCs. So he's taken 1 TC down, but they are both still 2 TCs.
That mangonel going to get all those monks.
Fuck. Good damage. Good damage. The defense is still strong. Like Ted is.
Yeah.
Ted is a beast.
Oh, I'd have been in tears at this point in the game.
Ted is an absolute beast. I bet he'll ban Gajaras the next time he sees them, or pick him himself. But like, Ted is a beast. That defense was really, really strong.
Does Ted have the DLC?
I don't know.
I don't think I've ever seen him play them.
If he doesn't have the DLC, fucking hell, for the next time if he has to face like Cappy or Boo, I will buy him the fucking DLC.
You heard it here, folks.
There you go. There you go. There's
Let's
my
go to AoE Nexus and see if Ted has played any of the new civs.
That's a good shout.
Ted. Let's see. But yeah, this is pretty sad. But I think Ted is obviously playing on because it's a tournament setting. But it's you all. Oh no, Ted has played a game with Unknown, but I think that's probably because that's what old Indians were. Yeah, Ted has not played a single game with the new civs.
Yeah, GG, well played. Good luck next. And he's there like fucking trash.
Gajaras, yeah.
Gajaras, civ.
Oh, he does have the DLC. Okay, fair enough.
That's good. That's good. But they are like. It was great play, but it's like, you know how like the Byzantines can deal with everything that an opponent sends at them, but by only using trash.
Yeah.
With the Gajaras can deal with everything that their opponent can send at them.
Full stop.
But with good units.
Yeah. Now,
it's very gold intensive though. Like everything is gold intensive. If you starve them of gold, Gajaras collapse very, very quickly. I think that's their major weakness.
This is really interesting because that kind of changes. Well, it doesn't really change the dynamic of that group because Ted and Cappy were going to finish 1 and 2 anyway. Yeah. But Cappy's finished top of the group. Like that's huge going into the knockout stages.
It's definitely huge for Cappy. It's basically this was an admin win from one of the admins, just fucking cheesing their way through to the end. God, there was probably bribery involved actually.
Yeah. Now, what is going to be really interesting? Actually, no. So that actually no. I'm talking rubbish. Oh, okay. What I'm actually talking nonsense because if you look at that group now, that game has decided the final positioning for that group because there's only one game left, I think, which is Finn golfing versus. I'm gonna say.
Oh, we'll be waiting
Superman.
forever for that.
Yeah, I think they're scheduling it this week. I think. Oh no, Superman's away, isn't he? But regardless of that result, it doesn't change the outcome of the group. Everyone stays in the same position. So really nice from Cappy to get the win to go top of the group.